In this video today, I'm going to be going over the Wrestlemania match card, and I'm going to be telling you what I think of every single match, and I'm going to be giving you a score out of 10 based on how hyped I am for the match. So we're going to be giving the match a score out of 10 for how hyped I am about the match. To be completely honest, I'm hyped mainly because it is Wrestlemania, the biggest show of the year, and it's honestly is always the best show of the year. So that is the main reason why I am hyped for this show, because it's WrestleMania. If this wasn't WrestleMania, I would not be that hyped. But it's because it's WrestleMania, and I know that that the card can deliver. I know the card can deliver. Some of the matches can be bangers. Some of them are going to be great matches, and I'm sure there's going to be good storylines. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to some matches, but some matches I couldn't care about. So, yeah, we're going to be going through the whole Mania match card. So, yeah, this has been one of the worst roads to WrestleMania, in my opinion. This is the worst road to WrestleMania I've ever seen. I've been watching WWE since um, 2017 was when I started watching wrestling. But then when I was kind of like fully watching it, was in 2018. And I can say, out of the road to WrestleManias I've seen, this has been the worst one by far. I watch week in, week out, Raw, SmackDown, the pay per views. I watch everything. NXT, not really. I watch their pay per views and maybe some of their weekly shows, but not many of their weekly shows. I will be watching. I might be watching the one that's before Mania. I think it's on pretty early though. They're normally good shows though. I do enjoy NXT's pay per views. But anyways, yeah, back to what I was saying. I'm not gonna make this the longest intro ever, so I'm gonna get into it. But yeah, this has been like the worst road to WrestleMania. I think it's absolutely been pretty bad, man. The stories have been crap. Some of the stories have been pretty bad, and I'm gonna talk about them. So let's start with with our first match. All right, the first match that we're going to be talking about is the men's fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. This will be an absolute 15-minute max banger of a match. I think this match, give this match some time, let them cook. All four of these guys are pretty good wrestlers, of course, the worst being Dominic. And Dominic isn't even that bad. He can also do some pretty good stuff, so he isn't the worst wrestler in the world. Like, he is lower down on the roster, but he's not terrible. He can still put on a good match. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be a good match, and this is either gonna be the end of the Judgment Day or like the final nail in the end of the Judgment Day. This is gonna be an absolute banger. If I was to give my hype for this match a score out of 10, I would think I would say a 7. I think a 7 is fair for this because I think it could be a good match. I'm invested in the story of Dominic and Finn. I think it would be really, really interesting to see if Dominic can actually win this match. Imagine Dominic wins this match. That is just crazy. I'm actually kind of up for Dominic, to be completely honest. And I'm a big Braun Breaker guy. I'm a fan, but I like Finn Balor. Finn Balor's like in my top 10. Then Penta. Penta's also. I like Penta. I'm a fan of him, but like he's not one of my favorites or anything. But I don't mind Penta. And personally, I think it would just be funny to see Dominic win and then the split of Judgment Day happens or the break of a Judgment Day happens between. I'd love a feud between Finn and Dominic for the IC title, or Braun Breaker could just retain here, and Finn and Dominic get in the way of each other. I also could see Penta winning this. This is not a prediction video, so I'm not going to be saying my prediction. But as far as this match goes, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an absolute banger. 7 out of 10 is my score. We're moving on to the next match. The next match we're going to be talking about is Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. This has been the most thrown together filler fucking match of all time. Where this could have actually been a good feud and a good storyline, but no, WWE was like just randomly one week. Oh, AJ Styles, I'm gonna call out Logan Paul. Like what? What is this crap? This has been dog shit. Their promo that they had, one promo, terrible, atrocious. I think Logan Paul's going to be appearing on the next Raw. Who knows if that will be any better. There's barely been a feud here. There's been 1 week of these two in the ring having a absolute atrocious promo. This has been announced for WrestleMania. The match has the potential to be a banger, and I think it will be an absolute banger. Like, this is going to be a banger of a match, yeah. But there's no story here. The story you could have told with this match was, and I know this is a bit of a stupid way to tell a story, but Logan did eliminate AJ from the Royal Rumble. AJ returns. Logan eliminates him from the Royal Rumble. And that way, you set up AJ versus Logan Paul for WrestleMania. Instead of having him in the Elimination Chamber and doing absolutely nothing, you could have just had him build a feud with AJ Styles after him eliminating him. But no, they decided to do absolutely fuck all with this. Sorry for cursing, but I just think this has been absolutely terrible. What in the actual world is this? As far as my match score goes for this and how hyped I am, it's like a 7. Eh. Yeah, I'll say a 7, and the reason being is because it can be a banger of a match. The story has been terrible because we got one bad promo. AJ was fine in the promo. Logan was bad in the promo. In my opinion, Logan Paul's a great wrestler, but his mic skills suck. He needs to develop better mic skills. Like, I'm a 7 just because it's going to be a good match. I'm going to move on from this because I don't really have much to say about this, to be completely honest, other than it's going to be a good match and it's at a 7, and the feud has been atrocious, so we're moving on. Let's get out of here. Also, AJ Styles is literally my favorite wrestler, and if he loses to Logan Paul for a meaningless feud for absolutely nothing, my God, my God, AJ Styles needs this win. It's a nothing feud as well. So why can't AJ Styles win? I don't understand. We're moving on though. Oh, right, it is time for an at your rant now. Oh my God, has this been possibly the worst story? Oh man, I might lose it. Okay, yeah, there's like 12 matches announced, I think, like for WrestleMania, so 12-ish, also about 13 if you include the women's tag team match, which no one gives a crap about. But anyways, yeah. Um, I like all three of these wrestlers. I'm a big Bianca Belair fan. After Becky Lynch, she probably would be my favorite women's wrestler, and then third would probably be Rhea Ripley. I just have not liked Rhea Ripley for the past year, so that's that. And yeah, let's talk about this anyways. This feud has been terrible. This has been atrocious. The promos have been pretty terrible. The promos every week is the exact same thing. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley talk to each other. They get in their faces. They get in their way. They're feuding with each other, and then Io Sky just gets in the middle, and her face gets pushed away. She's the third fiddle in this match. Your champion is the third fiddle in a fucking match. Your champion is the person who is least involved in the feud. The champion. But the main feud here is between Bianca and Rhea. You had a chance to do Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley in a one-on-one match. Bianca wins Chamber. Rhea's the champion. But then for whatever stupid dumb reason, you decided, you know what? Let's give the title to Io Sky. I like Io Sky. I'm a fan of Io Sky. But I'm sorry. She did not need to win the title. They should have kept it on Rhea and had Bianca versus Rhea at WrestleMania. It's a big feud. It's a big time match. The feud has literally been about them. Io Sky's just, oh, I'm here. Don't forget about me. That's Io Sky in this feud. Oh, I'm here. Don't forget about me. Oh my God, that's literally fucking Io Sky in this feud. And Io Sky could almost end up winning this match. So I would not be surprised if Io Sky wins this match. As my score goes, let me think. Yet again, the match will be good, but the story has sucked. I feel like this has potential to be one of the best matches of the night. So, as far as my hype goes for the match, I'm at yet again like an under 7. This is just maybe an 8 because it could be interesting to see if Io or Bianca wins because Rhea has no chance of winning this. Let's be realistic. There's no way they're giving it back to fucking Rhea Ripley. Oh my God. No, please do not do that. Oh man, that'd be the worst thing ever. But anyways, yeah, I like Rhea Ripley, but just she's been so annoying for the past ages. I said she was one of my favorites anyways. Yeah, just I'd like a 7. I'll say 7. I think 7's fine for this. We're moving on. Andrade Americano versus Rey Mysterio. Honestly, yet again, it's kind of just the same thing. It's just going to be a good match, to be completely honest. I don't really have anything bad to say about this. I've quite enjoyed Chad Gable as Andrade Americano. I think it's very funny. I think it's entertaining. The result of this match, I know it's not really a prediction. It's not a prediction video, but the result of this match, unfortunately, is going to end up being Chad Gable or Andrade Americano gets revealed as being Chad Gable, of course. And I hope Pat McAfee's not like, oh my god, it's Chad Gable. Like, please, please, man. If the Michael Cole will be like, we knew that the whole time. That's literally what the moment's gonna be. It's just gonna be the reveal of Chad Gable as Andrade Americano. So I feel like it'll be a good match, and then that's gonna happen, and then that kind of might ruin the match. So I'll be at like a 7, 6.57 ish around there. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. I feel like I'm gonna say 7 again, and then it's just like you said a 7 for every match. I mean, it's because the match has potential to be good, but I keep saying this: every match has the potential to be good. My hype for this one is in the 7 to 6.5 range as well. It's an okay build. It's an okay feud. It's just meh. If Drew McIntyre really loses this, I've lost all hope that Drew McIntyre is going to have a big year. Oh, Drew McIntyre is going to have a big 2025. Loses to Jey Uso, Raw premiere. Loses to Damian Priest at the biggest stage of them all, the biggest WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year at WrestleMania. If that happens, Drew McIntyre, I've lost hope in WWE with Drew McIntyre, honestly. Drew McIntyre has to go in here and beat Damian Priest and move on from this mediocre, mid-nothing feud. Yeah, I don't know. This match is just kind of like just to get Drew on the card, just to get Damian on the card. Yeah, I'm a big Drew fan. He's like in my top 5. And then Damien, I'm a big Damien guy. I was literally one of big Damien. I was literally a big fan of Damien Priest's title reign. I've been a huge Damien Priest fan ever since I see him on NXT. I was a defender of Damien Priest when everyone was hating on him when he had the world title. I really like Damien Priest. I don't know. I think he is the most over. He is too overhated, man. He deserves so much more love. He's such an underrated talent that they have, and I really don't get his hate. I think he's really good. I'm a big Damien guy. I'm a big Drew guy, but this feud is just very to me. I think this will be a good match, and this can be a good feud. The thing about it is, it's because it's at Mania, and I feel like Drew deserved better than this. I'm okay with Jay. I'm a big Jay fan, so I like the way Jay's facing Gunther. So I'm just hoping that big things come for Drew down the line. Pretty much. Also, can I just say, what the feck is this height comparison? Look at Damian Priest. Look at Drew McIntyre. Damian Priest should be the same height as Drew McIntyre. That's how much of a height difference there is there. What is going on there? This Damian Priest figure is way too small. What the hell? Yeah, this figure is too small. I like this figure, but that's too small. That's too small. Yeah, we're at like a 7 again, I guess. I'll talk about the other matches later on the show. I have higher scores and lower scores. I'll say maybe like an 8 because I like both of these guys. So maybe like it's a 7.5. Moving on, I don't know what the hell's going on with my lighting at this point. Alright, I'm going to just leave it like this because I'm going to just rant about this match anyways, and I'm probably going to knock over the figures at the end anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, moving on to a match that no one asked for, no one cares about. This is a toilet break match, but you know what? You don't even need a toilet break match in WWE because they have that many ads in between the goddamn shows that you can really take a toilet break, or you can just miss someone's entrance. At this point, I don't care about heel New Day. They have sucked as heels. They are not interesting. And same with the Viking Raiders. Who likes the Viking Raiders in 2025? Who is actually asking for the Viking Raiders to be champ? Who's like, oh, I want to see the Viking Raiders become the WWE Tag Team Champions? No. When they were first around, they were good, but they have been dead and they have been terrible for years now, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't understand why this even made the Mania card. Oh, you know what? We have this match on Raw. Oh, yeah, DQ. No to WrestleMania match. Oh, my God. Papa H. Let's glaze Triple H. He did such a good job with this WrestleMania season, and this season has sucked. This match has absolutely zero story. It just got added because they needed to put the tag titles on the show. And you know what? Sorry about that. There was a tag team title match that I wanted to happen on the show, which was for the SmackDown tag team fucking titles. But no, for whatever stupid dumbass reason, they were like, you know what, we're gonna put the Viking Raiders on the show. When you could have had Street Profits not win the titles. You could have kept the titles on DIY, and you could have had DIY versus Pretty Deadly versus Street Profits versus Lost Garza versus Motor City Machine Guns at WrestleMania. Winner gets the tag team titles in a ladder match, and Street Profits win there. But instead, for whatever stupid dumbass reason, you decided to put this match on the show, and the New Day are probably going to win it. Absolutely terrible, atrocious. I was just that was kind of more of a joke, but no, I this is an atrocious match. I'm sorry, I could not care about this. My hype for this match, cause boring heel New Day are gonna win. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say a 4, a 4. I honestly, this could be a good match, but I don't care about this match. So I'll boost it. I'll boost it up. Maybe I'm being a bit too mad, a bit too negative. A 5. Moving on, a 5. Also, you know what? Actually, hold on. Before we move on, I actually don't really care if it's going to be a good match because a 4. We're sticking at a 4 because there should be a story, and I know for tag team wrestling that can count, but every match is like, oh, you know what? This can be a good match. You know what? What? This sucks. This sucks. A 4. What has happened to tag team wrestling? What has happened? What has actually happened to tag team wrestling? It has got so bad. SmackDown, cooking. I love the SmackDown tag team division. The Raw tag team division sucks though. Viking Raiders need to lose those titles, and not to the New Day, to someone else. But they're probably going to lose them to the New Day anyways. We're moving on. I don't even know if I'll be asked to edit in a little image of Raquel and Lyra Valkyrie because I'm literally going to talk about this for 2 minutes. 2 out of 10. Could not care less. Get out of here with this match as well. No, I'm just kidding. This match could actually be good, and I like Liv Morgan. I like the Judgment Day. I don't mind Liv and Raquel. They could be good champs. If they were against the Wyatt Six, yeah, this would be like a 7 or like a 6 because it's the Wyatt Six, so they bring attraction. But this is going to be Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie. I like both of Bayley and Lyra. I like Lyra Valkyrie. Very good wrestlers from Ireland. I'm from Ireland, you know. That's that is an absolute sick thing, an amazing thing to have a Irish women's wrestler be the first women's Intercontinental Champion. You know, that's cool. I'm a Bayley fan. I'm a Liv fan. I'm a Raquel fan. I like all 4 women in this match. But no one asked for this. I'm sorry, this sucks. It better be the Wyatt Six versus Liv and Raquel. Say this: if it's Bayley and Lyra versus Liv and Raquel, my score for it will be a 4. If it's Liv and Raquel versus the Wyatt Six, I'm gonna be at like a 6. Yeah, we're moving on. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm being a bit too negative about some of this, but I've been pretty positive in this video if you ask me, and this is kind of just sucks. So we're moving on. Okay, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair really quickly. I'm going to run through this one. I'm at like a 7. The match can be good. I kind of am interested in this one to see the winner, of course. I'm actually kind of interested in the match. The story has picked up a little bit. I will say that much. It is SmackDown tonight again, so hopefully we do get another good promo between these two, because I thought last week it was good up until the ending. It got a little weird. As Charlotte Flair said, is that why Ludwig's been in my DMs? It was a weird line. I wasn't too sure on that. That was just stupid. The promo was actually decent. Tiffany Stratton cut a decent promo. Charlotte Flair wasn't bad. It was decent up until that point. Then it kind of got a bit awkward. It kind of got a little ruined. Charlotte Flair went off the script. And, yeah. So, it was a bit of an awkward promo. But, has potential to be a good match. I'll be interested to see if Tiffany, if they make Tiffany retain, if Charlotte wins, I'm interested in the match. I'm interested in the outcome. So I'm a 7 out of 10. I'm quite positive when it comes to the match. The story has sucked. We're moving on. Alright, we've cooled down because I've got the rant part of the video is kind of done. Like, I kind of want to just mention some of these things. But we're chill. Also, some of this is a joke, Don't take this too serious. Some of it's a joke. The slap in the figures like this, It's a joke. Relax. LA Knight, yeah, versus Jacob Fatu. Honestly, I'm actually very excited for this match because of a few different reasons. I'm a big LA Knight guy, I'm a big Jacob Fatu guy, so this is right up my street. And I see people complaining about this match. Oh, there's no story. Well, LA Knight has been connected to the Bloodline for quite a long time now if you watch SmackDown, and to be completely honest, they had a qualifier match for this match where it was Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu, and the winner gets to face LA Knight. Let me ask you a question. Who would you rather see LA Knight face? Jacob Fatu or Braun Strowman? Easily, I'll take Jacob Fatu any day. This is a natural threat to LA Knight as well, which is going to be a which is a good thing. Alright, I'm about to speed run this one because it's been 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the match. Gonna be a banger. You also have the thing that Solo Sikoa is gonna try help Jacob Fatu, and then of course it's gonna end up that he's gonna cost Jacob, and LA Knight's gonna retain, hopefully, or Jacob Fatu could win. But I'm hoping that LA Knight retains here because I would like to see his title reign continue. My honest score for this match is gonna be an 8. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be my God. Interesting to see if LA Knight can retain here. So yeah, I'm at an 8 here. I think this is gonna be an absolute banger. Fatu! Gotcha! Daring Genital versus Yeet Jey Uso. Honestly, I'm at a Yeet 8. I'm at an 8 for this match. I was gonna do 8 Yeet, but I'm not doing 8 Yeet. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'm at like an 8. I think it's gonna be. An 8 might be a little bit too high, but I'm excited just to see Jey Uso win a goddamn world title. So I'll be popping for the moment. I'm just, I'm excited for the moment itself. So I'm at like an 8, and it could be an interesting match. I think they've definitely improved with the story. It'll be interesting to see if we see Jimmy. There's interesting stuff in this feud. So I'm gonna say an 8. We're moving on to the next match. The custody of Paul Heyman match. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. I should have put Roman Reigns in the middle. And I also did forget whose Ula follows. But as of right now, it's 22 minutes into this video. I honestly do not really care about a Ula Fala around the neck of Roman Reigns and a cover for Seth Rollins. Anyways, this is the custody of Paul Heyman match. I have been a fan of this feud. I've been a fan of this storyline. People have been negative about this one. Yeah, if it was for a world title, it would be so much better. But you know what? The interesting thing that they made this feud about, Paul Heyman, one of the goats on the mic in WWE. He is one of the best on the mic out of any WWE. What would I say? He's one of the best on the mic in WWE. Right? Anyways, they have made this about Paul Heyman. Who is gonna walk out with Paul Heyman? This ain't a prediction video, so I'm gonna save my prediction for what's it called? My prediction video. Oh my god, that was terrible. Anyways, but yeah, I'm at like a 9 for this match. If you ask me which match I'm looking forward to the most, I don't care. I'm not saying Cody versus Cena. I'm saying this match right here. 1, it's going to be a banger. 2, I'm excited to see who walks out with Paul Heyman. I'm excited to see what happens there. And 3, it's 3 of my favorites in a match. What more could you ask for? It's going to be a banger. I can't wait for this match. I'm up for Punk as well. Or the OTC. The last person I want to win this match is Seth Rollins, but I'm up for Punk. Because Punk's been the most interesting guy in WWE for like the past year, him and Drew. So, moving on. We have made it to the very end. Finally, this video can be over. I'm actually kind of sick of talking at this point, but you know what? I'm trying to fix things while I'm talking. Anyways, there. You know what? Let's just leave it. I'm making it worse. I'm honestly making it worse. Hold on. There we go. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, my honest score for this match is going to be also a 9. I cannot wait for this match. I'm also very excited for this one to see if Cena can win his 17th, to see if Cody retains. I'm up for Cody. I want Cody to win this match. Oh my god, I'm trying to fix Cody's arm. So yeah, that has been my hype for WrestleMania. I'm going to be at a 7 for this match. Or, did I say 7? I'm so used to saying 7 in this video. A 9. I cannot wait for this match. I'm almost at like a 10 for this and the Roman Punk Seth match. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my Figures. My Figures out.